Let's, in fact, just talk about this second wave of coronavirus, the promises that we're hearing on the vaccine front as well. And joining in is Dr. Hemant Thacker of the Breach Candy Hospital. Thank you so much, Doctor, for taking time out. And, you know, it seems to be two divergent news bits. While we are hearing a lot of promise when it comes to the vaccine, there is that constant fear as well with respect to a lot of different cities seeing further lockdown and very stringent measures. Is there a fear of a potential second wave of the pandemic?
Well, I'm not into second wave, third wave. All I'm interested is in waving the corona by. But I can definitely say that following the Diwali shopping and the greeting meeting, we have seen a slight uptick in Mumbai, because what was there last week and what is there now, we are seeing a little uptick in the numbers, albeit not as much as Delhi and the other states, thankfully. But the next 5 to 7 days, I'm going to watch with a lot of trepidation how things are going to be. As far as the vaccine is concerned, there's still a big slip between the cup and the lip. The vaccine news is there, I don't deny, but the vaccine has to be permitted, approved, rolled out. And by the time it hits Indian shores, and then we get all this -70 and distribution, we still have a couple of months to go. We should not use the vaccine news as a false sense of security. Our best bet is still to be careful of the winter, to be guarded against winter-induced pollution. Wear your mask as much as you can. Avoid gatherings. In Mumbai, fortunately, we still don't have fear of another lockdown. But if things get worse, we'll get a lockdown. You know, this is like a school class where, since the teacher has to unnecessarily enforce the disciplinary act if the students are not careful. So I appeal to all your viewers, be careful. We still have a little while to go. There is a time lag before the vaccine reaches us. Let's be careful. The third wave in Mumbai could just pick up, and if it really does, it could be worse than the first two. This is my caution.
Oh, wow. Everything else sounded like good advice, doctor, until you said it could actually be worse. And that always instills some element of trepidation in all of us, given that we spent pretty much the whole year already in lockdown. One would have thought that, there have been some theories that perhaps there is an element of herd immunity building. Is there any truth to that, or is that just what what people are trying to decipher from the kind of case count that we're seeing all around us? Is there any sort of solace in thinking that we might actually be headed towards some kind of herd immunity at all?
So let me add a little silver lining to the grey clouds that I have printed. Yes, we are seeing more and more people getting infected with hardly any or asymptomatic features. This indicates that the multiplication of infection is absolutely ongoing, and with the less symptomatic patients or asymptomatic patients' numbers increasing, this element of herd immunity is definitely visible. We are getting, and we probably will get more and more herd immunity. But again, whether you will fall into that asymptomatic category, how can you gamble or bargain with life? You cannot take something for granted and be careless. You have to exercise caution. You have to play your responsibility to yourself, your neighbors, and your country. As you rightly said, we've almost spent a year. I beseech you to say that we have another 2-3 months before the year gets complete. And this 1 year has been crucial in earmarking a sea change in the lives of each one of us around the world. So India has to take a leaf out of that book. Hygiene, spitting, practices of coughing and sneezing, masking, all that should be a feature which we should annex into our habits for the rest of the life that we have. Again, this is a word of caution marked with a silver lining.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for sharing with us that news and, of course, just sharing that comment yet again. You cannot let your guard down. No need to be careless. Do continue to wear a mask.